Hello students, here it is a continuation video of today's class. In our previous video we learnt about phasor. We know phasor is a vector that are used to represent the time varying quantities that are alternating voltage or alternating current. Okay, by knowing the knowledge of phasor, here let we find the phase angle between current and voltage in pure resistor that are connected with the AC source. Okay, for that I am considering a pure resistor of resistance R that is connected across a alternating source of voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, after applying this voltage, it constitutes a current I. We need to find the phase angle between this voltage and this current. Okay, we know the current I flow in the resistor. So there is a voltage drop across the resistor R. Okay, then the voltage drop across R can be written as voltage drop or potential drop. Potential drop across R, that is equal to VR. We know VR is equal to, that is a potential drop across R. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Okay, so IR. This is a voltage drop across the resistance R. Okay, here I am applying Kirchhoff second law. Applying Kirchhoff second rule. Okay, we know this rule is only applied to the loop. Okay, here in this loop I am applying. This rule states the applied voltage is equal to voltage drop across the resistor. Okay, so we can write this one as the applied voltage V is equal to voltage drop across the resistor, that is VR. Okay, we know V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Then Vm sin omega t. VR is equal to IR. Okay, our aim is to find the phase angle between the current and voltage. So I am representing current only. Okay, so I can write this one as I is equal to Vm by R sin omega t. Okay, here this Vm by R is nothing but the peak current. Vm by R is equal to Im, that is known as peak current. So the equation became I is equal to Im sin omega t. We know V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, comparing with these two equations, we know the applied voltage and the current are in phase with each other in a resistive circuit. Okay, see, this one is Im sin omega t, this one is Vm sin omega t. There is no phase difference. Okay, so we can conclude that the applied voltage and current are in phase with each other. Okay, that means both the current and voltage reaches its maxima and minima simultaneously. Okay, let me see in the diagram. First of all, I draw a voltage. Okay, that is V. Then this one is pi, this one is 2 pi, this one is omega t. Okay, here the voltage is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. We know how to draw a phasor diagram. Okay, suppose I consider this instant. Okay, so this is a phasor for voltage. Okay, this one is omega t, that is a angular that is the phase of an alternating voltage. Okay, then we know I is equal to Im sin omega t. Okay, we can draw like this. because they are in same phase. Okay, so I consider this point. Okay, then this is a current. This is a current. Okay, that is represented as I. This one is represented as V. Here we know, suppose I consider this one as A, this one as B, this one as O, then this value is Vm sin omega t. Okay, Vm sin omega t. Then this value, that is Im sin omega t. Here from this graph we are conclude that both current and voltage are in phase. Okay, so the phase angle phi is 0. Phase angle phi is 0. At that case, both the current and voltage will reaches its maxima and minima simultaneously. Okay, then one more thing, OA is equal to peak voltage and OB is equal to Im, peak current. Okay, in our next video let me see the AC circuit containing inductor. Okay, thank you.